way these people landed on these rocks, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Man.
I'm like, bro, this is going out peacefully.
Right. Right. It didn't have to be that.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What's going on, y'all?
What's
Welcome
up,
back
what's up?
to Cinecism.
Welcome back,
I'm
man.
Eric.
It's your boy Dante, man, and today we're going to be doing a review on Midsommar.
Did this come out in theaters?
This came out in theaters.
Okay.
It did.
It's available
It was on my radar.
on Amazon Prime. And this is our first suggested the suggested review we've done.
Shout out Lamar.
Lamar, this is for you, man. You made us watch this shit. It's about this young girl, her name's Danny. The movie starts off with a grim scene where it's like two older people that appear to be sleeping. Come to find out that they're dead, and also their daughter is in the other room dead. Their deaths were all caused by the daughter, who committed suicide while killing them via a exhaust pipe from a car running in the garage. She had a tube hooked up to it, running all the way into the house, running into their room, running directly into her mouth. That bitch was shotgunning.
Yo, it's gotta be an easier way to get the.
I mean, I hear it's painless though.
But you look crazy when they find you.
Well, I don't think anybody that's contemplating suicide care how they get found. I'm gonna be honest with you. We find out that it's the main character's parents and sister, it's Danny's family that was killed and suicided.
Suicided and murdered it. They got murdered. When I saw how elaborate it was, I don't know.
I mean, the camera just kept panning and panning. And
the girl was clearly an engineering genius. She ran tubes from the garage through a 2-story household up to her parents' room, to her room. She was still in her room. I'm not in any way making fun of a murder-suicide, but if it take 3 hours to set up, I would have just been like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna just live my life. It looked like something off Mousetrap or Willy Wonka or something. The fuck?
What's super crazy is, like, where were the parents when this was being constructed?
If I was to smell carbon monoxide or some shit, like, you know,
I don't know if you
really
can just smell that shit like that. That's why people use it. I don't know if it's scentless, but I don't know if it's going to wake you out your sleep.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know. I never tried this before.
Interesting.
So.
Right. Either way, like, you toss and turn in the night, at some point I might notice a tube.
What the fuck is that?
Right. Honey, there's a fucking tube in the door. Get the fuck out of here.
She's obviously in emotional distress. She calls her boyfriend.
That is an understatement.
You know, he comes over, consoles her. We find out that the boyfriend was planning this trip. The girlfriend, Danny, she finds out at a party, which, you know, obviously he didn't want her to find out that way.
Yeah.
And it's an awkward situation. He ends up inviting her on this trip to Sweden with them against, you know, he didn't want to, but he does it because out of guilt. He doesn't actually think she's going to come, but she ends up coming.
Right. One of his college friends is from Sweden. He's the one that kind of facilitated this trip. The whole trip is supposed to be this festival, a midsummer festival that they only have once every 90 years or some shit like that. And they're just in time to catch it. So they went to catch them. That was sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know.
When they first arrived there, shit's already weird. It looks very cult-like. Everybody wearing like the same clothes. That's already red flag number one for me before I even take drugs.
Yeah, 1000%.
So they all take these mushrooms and they start tripping balls. And of course, old girl, due to her emotional vulnerability at the time, starts freaking out. She runs off. And shit just starts getting more and more weird from there.
Yeah. She shouldn't have took shrooms when she'd been through a recent trauma.
Yeah.
Like, you should have known that was probably going to turn bad for you, baby. Yeah, that wasn't a good look. So who we got? We got her boyfriend, Christian.
Boyfriend. Now, I recognize this dude.
I recognized him too. I couldn't remember where I knew him from.
So he seems like a kind of a good guy at first, maybe.
He's goodish. Like,
he gets progressively worse throughout the film.
Yeah.
So you got him, I forget his name, James or something?
His name was Christian in the movie.
Don't know where I got that from. You got old boy from Meet the Millers, cannot remember his name either. He got that real pulled back looking face.
Oh yeah.
Like
he always looks surprised.
He's funny though, I like him.
I love him, man. He actually a versatile actor too.
He is. You got him, tight face boy. Then you got the token black dude.
That's actually my boy. He played. His name is Chidi.
What's his real name?
Oh, I don't know. You know how we do.
Yeah, I don't know none of these people's names.
Nah, and I'm not even gonna try this time.
And then you got the actual Swedish dude.
Yeah, right.
Who, he seemed really cool at first, and he just got ultra weird.
Yeah.
The standout scenes With the first one being that whole, I guess, ritual that they perform with the older people.
Right.
Old boy was talking about how age 72, but he ain't never really mentioned what happens at that age.
Right.
And he kind of just alluded to
Yeah.
something happening.
He went like this.
Yeah, but
everybody thought it was a joke.
Right. And then who thinks literally at 72 that's when everybody's dying?
Right.
There's a scene where it's a couple old people who I assume they're the oldest people in the community.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
It's a scene where everybody gathers around this cliff, man. They got the old people at the top of the cliff, and they slowly start approaching it. And you see the visitors, the main cast, they're all looking up like what's about to happen. They look anxious. Looks like they're about to jump, but not. They did so much more than just jump. When the old lady jumped first, man, she went head first into a boulder, bro. Her whole shit was just open. It was just open, man.
Listen, man. It was jarring. Yeah. That's the definition of jarring. And then another nigga started approaching you like, oh my God, I can't do this again. Crazy.
His was worse. Because he didn't die on impact.
His whole family had to come and finish him off with a fucking mallet.
Oh my God.
That shit was crazy. It was hammer time.
Even after he was well dead, man, they just kept beating his head in. They were like, that y'all bouncing up on the box.
Bouncing on nothing but bone and probably excess meat. That's it. It was no more face there. And one of the dudes, man, who wasn't a part of this, he was from London.
Yeah.
He was freaking out. He was like, fuck?
It's fucked.
It's fucking fucked, man. What are we doing? And this old lady, I guess she was like the village shaman.
Like, we've been doing this shit for decades. Relax, bro.
That shit was crazy. The course of the movie,
it was so good.
This was completely left.
You knew it was something weird going on.
Exactly.
But you didn't know exactly what.
But it was nothing gruesome going on. It was just kind of unsettling. Like, you knew something was up with these people, but you didn't quite know what. You ain't know you was going to see the inside of somebody's head. I can tell you that much.
Obviously, the people, the Americans are freaked out by it.
Right.
And they start, packing up to leave the next day. And shortly after that, we get mysterious disappearances.
Of course.
The most freaked out couple, the boyfriend, he disappears first. The villagers are telling his girlfriend that, he left without her or left to get a ride to the airport without her.
His girlfriend was not buying it at all. Like, they kept trying to tell her that, hey, he left without you. She was like, no, no. She was like, that doesn't even make sense. I was like, okay, I'll fuck with her.
The Americans, they're having, they're eating and everything and having meals, and, they start noticing some of their friends are missing.
Right.
The reason they weren't a little bit more freaked out is probably because they've been consuming drugs.
On the drugs, right. I was about to say the excessive drug use was probably the main reason why they weren't.
With every meal, they were having drugs in their drinks.
Right.
The girl that wanted to be impregnated by a dude, yes, they made a pie and they put, one of her pubes in there. Yet another freaky-ass ritual these people be performing on a regular basis in this village. So, yeah, he ate that and obviously was not pleased. Who the fuck would be?
Basically, they go to a dinner. Mark, who is the asshole friend. And this is where we as men just fall short sometimes. Like, the girl literally, so it's a girl that's been showing interest in him the whole time that they've been there. She comes over to the table. They have never spoken a day in the life. He does not know anything about her. He may know her name, maybe. But she was like, hey, I'm going to show you something. Come with me. He was like, okay, all right. I got to go with her. Where are you going? Right. Who is this person? How long will you be gone? The idea that he might be getting some ass completely clouded his judgment. He was like, oh, yeah, we going there. Comes back.
He takes off, never to be seen again.
Never comes back. He never comes back at all.
And then we have another scene where the black dude is trying to take photos of some of their artifacts in the village, and it appears to be the friend Mark from earlier.
Right.
But we noticed something that's visibly wrong with his face.
Right. As
in somebody else is wearing his face on their face.
Right.
So he gets knocked out. Meantime, there's a distorted naked figure in the background.
It was so much other stuff going on, to be honest.
Yeah.
You can't fault me for not seeing that. I was trying to figure out the face situation. That was really bothering me. I had to rewind it several times. So it's like a village disabled kid.
A monster.
Yeah. A terrible face disability. He got swollen features and Kylie Jenner lips, and he's a product of inbreeding. They intentionally inbreed these I guess they're kind of mediums or something. He spends his whole day painting little abstract art that's supposed to show the future or something, or maybe like a destiny. The village guy explained that they personally inbred these people so they can come out like that, which is in itself fucked up. I would kill him if I knew that. Y'all did this to me on purpose? Well, you walk a day in my cobbled shoes, nigga. It ain't easy out here being me. Basically, at the end of the movie, Danny, she enters into a contest. Every time they had this festival, there's a contest. You can get crowned May Queen. In order to do that, it's a contest where you have to take some Hennessy or something. They give you some Hennessy before you
they
do
drink
a
more
dance.
drugs and spin around
Right.
until they can't do it no more.
Exactly.
That's
right.
the competition.
The last person standing after they done did copious amounts of drugs and danced for a couple hours is
the winner.
Right, exactly. If you want to call it that. Basically, afterwards, she goes on this tour of the village. The boyfriend, Christian, he gets drugged. The girl that's been trying to seduce him the whole time, the redheaded girl, she ends up putting something in his drink and luring him into what appears to be an orgy. The whole town is in on it, right? And they're trying to help facilitate him dating her. Well, no, I'm sorry. Him having sex with her. It was a part in the movie where he went into the tent of like the elder woman, and all she was trying to say was like, "Yo, what you think of my homegirl? Like, what you think of her?" He was like, "I mean, she alright, I guess." And then he goes into a barn where you see the girl laying on the ground in the barn. She's completely naked, and surrounding her is a bunch of other naked women of various ages. If you haven't figured it out, they're gonna do it.
And they all gonna watch and be interactive, but not in the way that you think.
While he was having sex with her, the old woman was pushing on his ass.
Yeah. God.
The old woman came over to him while he actually having sex with this girl. And she like pushing him deeper into the vagina. Beat the puss up! You look up from the orgy, the guy is in there.
Oh, the freak was in there?
Kid. Yeah! He in the corner like, if you don't get the like, you not only a freak, but you a freak? What you doing, bro? I'm so glad he wasn't masturbating.
Oh.
Which I thought that's what they would. Don't put it past this movie.
Right.
This movie was on the bullshit.
One of the wildest scenes we had was near the end of the movie where seen this bear previously earlier on in the movie. He was just in the cage, just chilling. The last and final fucked up ritual. They done cut the bear open and removed its organs and placed Danny's boyfriend in this bear as if it's like a suit. And they placed said bear suit man building into a building where they got the other people that were murdered, friends of the main characters. They have also volunteers who have been given something to induce paralysis. I guess numb whatever pain that they're going to experience.
They did not numb any pain.
So they light this building on fire with the boy in the bear suit being the center of whatever the fuck this is supposed to be.
Right.
Light it on fire and you just got all these people screaming, being burned alive.
Fam.
And you got Danny just sitting there, just chilling outside of the building, watching her boyfriend burn alive along with all these other people, and she just starts smiling. And that's like, strange as it is, it was well acted, man. Everybody did a phenomenal job, in my opinion.
The acting was outstanding, and the cinematography.
That's what I really want to touch on.
Amazing.
That was really, honestly, that was my favorite aspect of the movie.
Me too.
It was beautiful. The colors, the camera angles, the long shots that they took. Beautifully filmed movie.
Yes.
Like the visuals were amazing.
Very much so. The visuals was the standout to me.
So overall, this movie isn't particularly my cup of tea. But there were several aspects that I did enjoy about it. Some of the visuals, the way that the film was shot was very pleasant. Everybody performed well. It wasn't what I expected, I guess you could say. So overall, I think I would give Midsommar a 5. Thought it changed. I think I would stay at a 5.
That's fair. It's not going to be for everybody, man. I think you got to be a certain type of person and a certain type of movie watcher. It's definitely a movie you got to pay attention to. It's a lot of metaphors. It's a movie where you probably would benefit more from seeing it more than once. But I could understand if you didn't want to do that. 1 is weird as fuck. 2 is long as fuck. It's a slow building 2.5 hours. You don't really get a lot of the action to probably about like an hour and, hour and some change in, really. So with that being said, I'd probably give this movie about a 6.5.
All right, folks, thank you for tuning in for our very first suggested movie review.
Yes, sir.
That was our official review of Midsommar. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to see, or you have any suggestions for any movies you'd like to see reviewed, Drop a comment below.
Drop that joint in the bottom, man.
Serious suggestions, people. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah, we ain't doing Care Bears.
But yeah.
Or My Little Pony.
Right. I don't know, man. I be hearing like, My Little Pony be kind of lit. But,
yeah, that shit do be sounding alright.
We appreciate y'all.
See y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.